Hey guys, today we're doing something exciting. Yay! We're gonna divide with our radicals, but guess what? Here's something you're gonna learn and burn it into your memory. No radicals in the denominator ever. So if you ever have a radical in the denominator, you have to rationalize it. That means flip it over, like do a handstand. No, I'm not really gonna do it. You have to get rid of your not flip it over, but you have to get rid of the radical in the denominator. So here we go. Radical 3 divided by radical 6. Radical 3 divided by radical 6. The other way to write that is radical 3 over 6. You can write that either way. So if you did write radical 3 over radical 6, that would be radical 1/2, right? So radical 1/2 is just like writing radical 1 over radical 2. Radical 1 is just 1, so I can just get rid of that. That's 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Now, here's what we have to do. We have to rationalize the denominator. Again, burn this into your memory. You're going to use this next year too and the year after. 1 times radical 2 is radical 2. And radical 2 times radical 2 is radical 4, which pops out as a 2. What did I do? I multiplied by 1 because a radical 2 over radical 2 is another way of saying 1. I multiplied by 1, but I multiplied by something to get rid of the radical in the denominator. It's called rationalizing the denominator. So here, radical 3 over 12 just equals radical 1 over 4. Do you see that? I just reduced it. Radical 1 is just 1. Radical 4, what's radical 4, girls? 2, so that just equals 1/2. I didn't have to even rationalize the denominator. Over here, I do have to rationalize the denominator. 75, so I'm going to have radical 2. 75 is just 25 times 3, right? 5 squared times 3. That pops out as a 5, so I'm going to have radical 2 over 5 radical 3. You guys follow so far? That's what we've been doing. Now, how am I going to rationalize this denominator? I'm going to ask you guys. How do I do it?
No idea.
Okay, you got to take the radical in the bottom and multiply by radical 3 over radical 3. I'm just taking whatever the radical is in the bottom and multiplying it over itself. Radical 2 times radical 3 equals radical 6. 5 times, this is just going to pop out as a 3. That's what always happens when you rationalize the denominator. Pops out as a 3. 5 times 3 is 15. That's your answer. I can't reduce it any further. Okay, now we've got this going on here, the cubed root. So the cubed root of 8, when you do prime factorization, is just the cubed root of 2 to the 3rd. The cubed root of 16 is just the cubed root of 2 to the 4th. 2 to the 3rd pops out as a 2. 2 to the 4th pops out as a 2. Cubed roots of 2. Now, again, what am I going to multiply? This is 2 to the 1.
2.
What can I multiply? The thing is, though, it's a cubed root. If I multiply by just 2, it's not going to get rid of the radical. So I have to multiply by the cubed root of 2 squared over the cubed root of 2 squared. Now that's going to become 2 cubed roots of 4 over 2 to the 1 times 2 to the 2 is going to be 2 cubed. That's going to pop out as a 2. So that turns into a 2 times 2 is 4. That's going to reduce. And my final answer is cubed root of 4 over 2. All right, I got 2 more to go. Okay?